What's going on, guys? It's your boy Entity here, and recently, myself, the PokeRaf, PokeDan and Ozimitsu all got the chance to host our own YouTuber Q&A and Pokemon panel at London AnimeCon on the 16th of February 2019. It was for sure one of the best days of my life, if not the best. It was just that fun talking about what I love to do and even Pokemon in general. Not only that, but I also got to meet quite a few of you viewers who came up asking for photos and even signatures, which was really heartwarming. It was amazing to see that support in real life, and I do really hope we can get invited back next year to do this all over again. To see more of my thoughts on how I felt during the day though, check out my Twitter or Instagram, which will be linked in the description below. Man, I really wanted to cry of happiness. But anyway, as you can tell from the title of this video, today I'll be showcasing the YouTuber Q&A panel I did alongside Raf, Dan and Ozzy. Though, please bear in mind, the quality of my tablet I used isn't the best video and audio wise. Though, I still think it's bearable to watch. I would have also recorded the Pokemon panel, aka the second panel we did where we just talked about Pokemon only. However, my SD card ran out of space. But for sure, if we get invited back, I'll have an actual camera and bigger SD card. Anyway, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and do be sure to check out Raf, Dan and Ozzy in the description below if you haven't already. Bye bye!
Hello everybody! So, we're going to start our YouTubers live Q&A. We are incredibly lucky today. We have got some really amazing stars. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce you to them. So we've got Ben Mays, who you might also know as Attorney's Mays, who I hope I pronounced that wrong, didn't I again? Ensis Mays. We also have Raf, who is more well known as PokeRaf. We've then got Ozzy, otherwise known as Ozimitsu.
You got it right.
I got it right?
Yeah.
And finally we've got PokeDan, or Daniel. So I'm going to pass it over to them to let them introduce themselves, tell you a bit more about their channel, and then we'll be doing Q&A, so stick your hands up and I'll bring a mic over to you to ask questions.
Alright. Is it on?
Yes, look,
Alright, okay, there we go. Right, what's going on everybody? I'm Entity Maze and I'm a Pokemon anime YouTuber who of course makes videos on the Pokemon anime.
What's going on guys? My name's Raf, also a Pokemon YouTuber. I currently focus on everything to do with Pokemon news, top 10s, theories, and obviously Gen 8 coming up as well.
Hi, once again, Pokemon YouTuber. I make discussion, trivia, top 10s, that kind of stuff. My name's Dan, happy to be here.
Surprise, surprise, I'm also a PokeTuber, also known as Jazzman. I like to do analysis videos on certain Pokemon.
Awesome. So I think I've got a question to start of, and this is going to be questioning, what's your favourite Pokemon game?
I like this game.
And I am going to judge you if you don't say Pokemon Yellow, so...
Okay, so I think my favourite, what? Can we say 2? Are we allowed 2?
I don't know. Oh, that's
Rule of
very
2?
loud.
Alright, we'll just stick with 1 then.
Have 2.
Alright, okay, so when I was younger, even though I was, still young, but during childhood days, I think my favourite game would have to be Pokemon Red, purely because obviously I started off with Pokemon Red, and then, played the whole game, Gen 1 and all of that. But my current favourite game is Pokemon Diamond. I do like Sinnoh as well. But apart from that, they're probably the best 2 games, good memories, great Pokemon, and Ben, do you want to?
Alright, so my favourite Pokemon game is Pokemon Moon, aka Pokemon Sun and Moon. That is because I believe they have the best story along with the best characters. They're just so well written in my opinion, and I do really like the twist of them having the trials instead of gym battles, although it's not popular opinion, but I just really love Sun and Moon for those reasons. Moving on to that.
For me, mine's going to have to be Pokemon Platinum. I came into the franchise a little bit late, and yeah, it was my first games, and yeah, it's nostalgic. I think the story's great, and yeah, it'll always hold like a special place to me. Yeah.
My favourite Pokemon game is Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. It was the game that brought me back into Pokemon because I was about 18 years old, but prior to that I thought I was too old for Pokemon. But Generation 5 really brought me back to the franchise, and I've never looked back since.
I've got to agree, Pokemon Black was like my first, it was the first Pokemon game I actually played, so that's got a special place in my heart. Right, so how we're going to run this is, you've got questions, stick your hand up, and I will come round with the mic and stuff. So let's start off with, yes, anyone questions? Yes sir, what's your name? Okay Samuel, and what question do you have? Do you have it for all of them or for one of them in particular?
What are your favourite Pokemon?
Okay, for me, mine's going to have to be Luxray because it just looks really cool, and yeah, I like its design.
My favourite Pokemon is Oshawott because he is just really adorable, and in the Pokemon anime he was just awesome.
As you can tell by the necklace I'm wearing, my favourite Pokemon is from Charmander line, so it would obviously be Charizard. Obviously there's a lot of fanboys out there that do like Charizard, but for me it was just from when I was playing Pokemon Red as my first game, and I chose it as my first starter. Very, very simple obviously, but I think it was just the fact that I remember leveling up to level 100, you know, overdoing the gameplay with it, but yeah, Charizard's fine.
As you can tell by the t-shirt I'm wearing, my favourite Pokemon is Emolga, and the reason why it's Emolga is because I just find it to be one of the most adorable Pokemon. It was the first Pokemon I also got to level 100, so I have very special memories with that. And the Emolga in the Pokemon anime that Iris had, it was just one of the most hilarious things to me, so I love Emolga so much because of that reason too.
What's your favourite Pokemon by the way?
Yeah, what's your favourite Pokemon?
My favourite Pokemon is Incineroar.
Ooh, fire type. Good choice, good choice.
Right, next question.
How cute is Lily on a scale to 1 to 100?
How cute is what, sorry?
Lily.
I think that's relatively cute.
Oh,
Lily! Yeah, enjoy.
I mean, yeah, she's pretty cute. A good 80, I'd say. I honestly didn't expect a question like this, but yeah. I mean, do you want to try answer this, or? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you've got one question there, one question there. I'll come this way, and then I'll come back to you.
Oh, it's Jay. This is to all of you. If you could pick one Pokemon that could get an evolution, what type would it be, and what do you think its name would be?
Is this the current Pokemon?
Out of all the Pokemon you completed.
This is a difficult question.
Thanks for the video idea, by the way. Okay, for me, it would probably be something like Pyukumuku, because I feel like that kind of Pokemon could go a lot of ways. It could become a meme Pokemon, it could be a joke, but it just could be really, really funny as well, like really strong. I would make it Water Rock, and yeah, I think it would just turn into this like mech armor kind of Pyukumuku. That'd be really funny.
I'm going to kind of cheat with this question because it already has an evolution, Spritzee. However, I'm going to have a branched evolution. So you have Aromatisse with the sachet, but Spritzee evolves into a poison fairy type, like a plague doctor, like the original design. I think that would be pretty awesome. As for a name, no clue, but there you go.
For me, it would have to be, even though this is highly requested by the community already, it would probably have to be Dunsparce, because woo, shout out little one. But that Pokemon, I just feel like it's it's got its puzzle made up for it, but it's just missing one centerpiece. You know what I mean? And you see all these crazy fan arts with all the dragons and everything, and obviously the whole conspiracy about Dramper, but that's obviously debunked and everything. But yeah, it has to be done faster. Ben?
This is a quite hard question. I'm still trying to figure out in my head right now, actually. I mean, can I cheat this question by saying the Pokemon I want a Mega Evolution for? Because I really cannot think of one. Yeah, okay. So, I would really like a Mega Electivire, a Mega Fighting type, because it's got quite a large range of Fighting type moves. So yeah, that's just pretty much for that. Couldn't think of a normal Pokemon, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you for the question.
Awesome. Right, there was a question around here. I'm just going to slide through and please watch out for the cables if you walk past any of this.
What is it about Pokemon that makes it so appealing to children but also to adults? Because there are so many adults here, mature age but older, that love it. What is it about it that makes it so, takes such a long time for anybody to play? And what is it about it that makes it so appealing?
Pokemon in general? Yeah. I think the game, the franchise, the way it's being spread out, obviously you've got the anime, merchandise, the games. From our perspective, I think, it was partly purely because of our childhood, and it's just something like you've got like the Power Rangers, Action Man, but for us it was just Pokemon. Building onto that, the recent games, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, you've got obviously, even though it's a family-oriented game, parents are starting to get into it now. They can see the side of why their children love playing the game. Obviously, it's on the Switch compared to like the previous consoles. But what else can I say to that? Really, I think good puzzle.
With Pokemon, I think it's interesting because we haven't really seen as many franchises last this long. But I think it's just like the evolution of the game throughout time. Obviously, Red and Blue, they didn't have colour, or lack of colour. But Pokemon games, as they've gone along, they've added colour, they look like magical. It's a unique concept that Pokemon themselves have built on. And I think that with the introduction of every game, we get a couple of new features that people just really like and want to see, come back, so they keep playing.
For me, I think the reason Pokemon is so popular amongst adults and children alike is because of the main message Pokemon has. So, in the first season of the anime, the title sequence says, "I want to be the best." So, it's basically preaching kindness to others, being the best version of yourself that you can be. You can take that towards your adulthood, with your relationships with people, and teach that message of kindness. And I feel like, even though it appeals to children mainly, you can take that forward during your life, and the lessons that Pokemon teaches you, they're quite important that you can take with you, and I think that's what's appealing to everyone.
Couldn't agree more with what these guys said, but to elaborate more, when just thinking about every single Pokemon, it's like there's at least one out there for everybody that they can, relate to one way or another, along with the characters as well, which I think that is really unique as, relates to them. And really admire that. Then again, there's lessons, although they're targeted towards kids, it's just the funness that anybody can really enjoy from its gameplay pretty much. And there's also the anime if you want to see entertainment in another kind of form. And yeah, I guess that part's that.
By the way, guys, this isn't just a Pokemon Q&A. If you have any general YouTube stuff, we can give advice, we can answer some questions. Yeah, just
I think
ask away. Yeah.
We've actually got one question here. What's your name? I think aside from Pokemon, guys, you're all going to say Pokemon, aren't you?
Apart from Pokemon, I remember also watching this at university with one of my friends that's in the shout out to Benga. Attack on Titan?
Yes.
Yeah? Have you heard of that anime? Yeah? I remember, instead of studying, we're watching anime. Final year of university, as you can see, we're very serious about it, but we still don't get through the banks, it's done alright, yeah? Yeah, I remember watching that for the first time, and I was like, I want to watch this again and just continue going forward with it. But what else is there? I was going to say Digimon as well, but that's going to be against the law, so I wouldn't say that.
I'm not really a massive anime fan, but I have watched quite a few, and my favourite, other than Pokemon, is A Place Further Than the Universe. I thought it was a really good piece. It's basically about 4 girls who travel to Antarctica, and they kind of go through the trials and tribulations of getting everything sorted. It was more so about how they achieved their dreams to go to this faraway place. And I think Antarctica is quite symbolic because it doesn't have to literally mean going to a different continent. It was about these 4 girls achieving their dreams, and I thought it was just perfectly made, and it really made me cry at the end as well because it was just tear-jerking.
Probably not the best thing to say at an anime convention, but I don't watch a lot of anime, but I have seen Sword Art Online and I really enjoyed that. I think that's kind of basic in the anime community, Sword Art, but yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Again, like Dan, I don't watch that many anime, but all the ones I have watched, such as Fairy Tail, are really ones I really enjoy as well. I guess just by thinking about it, I really like long, ongoing animes, so that's pretty cool. And then again, they have lessons they can teach you as well, so I really admire animes like that for that. But apart from Fairy Tail, I guess there'd also be animes like Future Diary. I found that very intriguing. I watched almost all of them. No, that was really enjoyable, and yeah, I'll still be, try my best to watch more anime. But for now, those are ones I really enjoyed.
Awesome. Okay, hands up for any more questions. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll go this one and over there. Awesome. What's your name?
Kyle. What's the most difficult thing about being a YouTuber?
That's a good question.
I think it would have to be consistency, because whilst we do make YouTube videos, obviously we've got other commitments, some of us have other jobs as well, but I would have to say consistency, because from when we discussed making YouTube videos, you have to plan it, script it, it takes time for editing, depending on your editing style as well, but I think consistency plays a big part in being a YouTuber, or in life generally, when you do things, certain tasks as well. I mean, you could upload a video for 1 week and then miss it, and then the week after you'd think, I haven't got the motivation to make another video again like that. But I think consistency does play a big part in making videos, because at the same time, if you enjoy making the videos, you want to try and push as many out as you can. Who's next?
To be honest, with YouTube, there are a lot of problems to face, but I feel like once you've nailed those, they're just set. But for me, I'd say I get creative blocks. I struggle for ideas sometimes, but thankfully I'm in a situation where, let's say I have a Discord server full of people who will offer me ideas, and if I like them, I might alter them, I might just take them. Always credit the person. Yeah, definitely just coming up with video ideas sometimes that can be quite difficult for me.
Similarly with Dan, it's not so much creative block for me, it's more when I have an idea, I kind of struggle how to bring it to life, how I want to present it to my audience, and sometimes it's difficult to kind of portray it in video form the way you're thinking about it and have your audience see it the way you want it to be seen. I think that's something that I struggle with, but once you nail that and you get your perfect creation, you're really pleased with your end product.
For me, I guess it would be some of the issues the YouTube platform has itself at times, as it can be quite difficult to work around, such as maybe copyright claims or demonetization, despite yourself thinking the video is fair use or there isn't any irrelevant stuff in the video. But I would say it would probably be working around YouTube's issues. But once you actually do manage to, work around it, it can be pretty simple to, start evolving better again.
Cheers, guys. So I think we had a question there and here. So I'll go for you first. What's your name?
Name's Scott. Are you looking forward to the upcoming live action film?
I'd love to see that live action film. It looks pretty unique so far, and although there may be some controversy regarding some of the designs and some Pokemon like Jigglypuff, for example, I don't really care at the end of the day. I just really love how it looks to me personally. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it.
Funny enough, this is on our agenda for our Pokemon panel later, but we might as well talk about it. I played Detective Pikachu, the game it's based on, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't really a fan of it. But seeing some of the visuals, the cast, like they've got Ryan Reynolds of all people, like Deadpool, I think it's going to be really interesting how it's on screen. Thank you for the question.
Awesome. And what's your name? Corey. What's your favourite starter Pokemon?
Easy. Infinite.
Charizard.
Unpopular opinion, but I really like Tippin.
I'm surprised.
It lines with my favourite Pokemon anyway, Oshawott.
You know the boys here.
What's your favourite starter Pokemon? Good choice, good choice.
It's the best choice.
Ozumitsu purchased a Pikachu bag earlier, so show it, Jess, yeah? Last one.
Awesome. I think we have a question over here. That was, what's your favourite Attack on Titan character?
If you want me to be honest, I don't know, because I remember watching the anime earlier at university and I wasn't corresponding with everything, but you know what? If you do come next year, I'll make sure I watch it and I'll give you an answer for that one, okay?
What's your favourite Attack on Titan character?
What's your favourite?
Ellen.
Why do you like them?
What's their name?
Erin.
Oh, that's mine as well. Yeah.
Once you've been told the name, you remember it, yeah?
I remember that one. That was the only one I remember.
The transforming one. Right, where's, I know I saw another hand up for a question. Where was it? Oh, there you go. And you hadn't seen one up front.
Where would you like to see your channels this time next year?
This time next year. Okay, well, fingers crossed, hopefully double, or maybe just a bit more, but obviously it's going to be a bit of hard work. Fingers crossed, don't want to bank on it, but fingers crossed 50k, but we'll see. Ben?
Just like Raph, I want double. Currently I have almost 16,000 subscribers right now, so I'd like to see that be around 30 plus K subscribers in the next year, so that's my current goal, and I'm going to make sure I put all my best efforts to make sure that happens.
This is a difficult question. Next year, we all have similar subcounts, so it's going to be repetitive, but yeah, I'd like ideally to be above like 40,000 subscribers, double what I already have, and yeah, just overall, in my lifetime on YouTube, I just love to get that 100k plaque. I love that.
Yes.
I'm probably not answering the question fully because I don't have a milestone in mind, but what I'd like to see with my channel next year is to do more skits in terms of Pokemon. I would love to do things like that. I just don't have the equipment for it, but hopefully this time next year I will.
To add on to that too, we're not talking about milestones. I want to work with more people in the community. I want to get myself out there. I've been talking to people, and yeah, hopefully, I just want to make a video or a series that I'll be so proud of. Back to the question.
Awesome. Do we have any more questions with people that are here right now? Because I know we've got a few more people added. Hands up. Oh, we've got one over there. Excellent. So maybe we do all the walking. What's your name? And what's your question?
What's your favourite Pokemon type?
For me, electric.
Fairy types.
This is going to be a bit interesting. Even though my favourite Pokemon is a fire type, I actually like water type Pokemon. So we'll get onto that a bit later, yeah.
Much like Dan, electric.
I mean, electric is the best type.
You know it.
I feel like I'm going to be slated by somebody at some point. I feel like I saw another question over here. Oh, there's some more over there. Why do you do this? You're lucky I didn't wear heels. I'm going to go to the gentleman in the back, then to you, and then back to the front.
Hi, my name is Mark, and my question to you all is, if you could live in any city in any Pokemon region, where would it be?
Oh,
Pokemon questions.
that's a great question. I mean, one of my favorite cities is Lumio City, but I don't know if I would want to live there because of the busy lifestyle everyone has there, because, you know, it's one of the biggest cities in Pokemon, but I'll get back to you on that one. Rap, do you have anything at the moment?
I'll get back to you as well. I need to think about this.
For me, it would be Heartpoke City in Sinnoh. It just has a really nice vibe to it. It's nice and chill. It has some nice areas, and rent is pretty cheap there too. So you know.
Firstly, I love this question. This is an easy answer for me. It can be the massive city of Yoruba. I would just love to sit on the Ferris wheel all day, looking at the beautiful scenery. And it's not too far from Castilla City if you want a Castilla club.
I think I've got my answer now. I'm going to say Devonbolster City. Yeah, I really love that city so much as well, so that'd be pretty fun to live at due to all the amusement parks and attractions there. Do you have your answer now, Ralph?
Yeah, I've actually got one as well. Mobile C from Omega Ruby Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire Emerald. I think in the remakes, it showed the city's true, even though obviously it's different from alternative universe, but so yeah, that would be pretty interesting to live in for life. Yeah.
Awesome. Question is, do you all live in cities right now? Are you all based in London?
Actually, we'll start with this.
I'm from Birmingham.
You're from Birmingham? I'm from South Wales, so yeah, a while away.
I live in London. Yeah. very not known.
I live in a place called Doncaster in South Yorkshire. It's a pretty depressing setting, not gonna lie, but it'll be nice to live in somewhere as great as London, to be honest. Especially when Ralph's here.
Would you want to live in a Pokemon city, or would you want to live on like one of the little villages and stuff?
Both would be nice, but maybe city then, just as long as it's not as busy as Lumio City, like I said earlier, I guess.
Yeah, have to be city as well. Like the towns are fascinating as well, but some of the rural areas as well. But the city would definitely have to be one. Yeah.
Right, so let me just say how practical it would be living in a city. I live in a little village, right? If I want to go to Tesco, that's a 15-minute jog up the hill. So, you've got the two, you've got everything. Why not? Yeah, city life.
It's still a 15-minute walk in London, in Pokemon, to the single store.
You can just ride on Charizard, it'll be fine. Poker ride.
Awesome. I think we've got another question for this little gentleman.
What's your favourite team of bad guys from any Pokemon game?
Team Plasma, definitely. Great plot, good characters. Team Plasma.
Yeah, I'm really biased. I just love Generation 5. It's going to be Team Plasma. They kind of revolutionised what I think an evil team should be. But a close second would be Team Rocket.
I agree with the others, so have to be Team Plasma as well. And I like Team Skull, Just because of their mischief, yeah. But yeah, I was stupid.
Team Rocket, no, I'm joking. Team Plasma like everyone else. For all the exact same reasons as well. Yes, Gen 5 is a very good generation.
What's your favourite?
Team Star.
Nice.
Right, I think we had a question there and then one here. So I'll just go behind you and then I'll be back to you next.
I grew up playing the original Red and Blue in the 90s, and I was just wondering, have you played them two games at all?
Yeah. Yeah, I've played every main series game. Red and Blue, they're nice to me. I just, if I'm to be honest, prefer later generations. But yeah, I do like Red and Blue. They really started the growth of a fantastic franchise.
Yeah, Red and Blue were my first game as well. I've got a Pokemon Red copy still at home. The sticker's peeled off the front, so I say it's a little bit ancient. But yeah, it was the first game I played. Obviously adapted over the time with later generations as well. And comparing it to like Fire Red, Leaf Green, obviously big change for me. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't played Red and Blue. I played like every other game, but I have played the remakes, Leaf Green and Fire Red. So yeah, if anything, the remakes are just the better versions. So yeah, you know.
Controversial.
Very controversial. Yeah, I begged my mum to get me Pokemon Blue for my 9th birthday, and it was heaven. But I do agree with Dan, I do like the remakes, but Red and Blue are awesome.
Have you played the Let's Go remakes? Oh no, I'm getting you alerts.
If you come back to the panel later, then I'll give my full opinion on that, but no.
That's getting him angry.
What Pokemon do you think you relate to?
That we can relate to. Let me think about that. I want to pass it over to one of my colleagues. 1 second.
Mine would be Jigglypuff from the Pokemon anime, specifically from the anime, because he's always trying his best to get people to, just listen to him. I feel like sometimes people are, they're going to work so hard, and in the end, you just want to draw on their faces, so,
Sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening.
Does anyone have a marker anywhere? Or?
I think I relate to Slacking the most because his draw-on ability is just a mood.
I've thought of one now, and fanboying a little bit, it would probably have to be Ash Greninja specifically, because relating to when I was younger, in the obviously aspect of it, I'd done karate, and I remember going to a competition and losing, and watching the Pokemon X, Y, Z anime, seeing, well, no spoilers. Has everybody watched that anime?
No. Yeah.
Okay, well, non-spoilers, spoilers included, obviously. Cover your ears. It's good. But I'll leave you guys to watch that episode. But yeah, just remember Ash Greninja, and yeah.
My mind has gone so blank, I honestly can't think of one. However, I do want to ask you three which Pokemon you think I relate to the most.
Just don't be mean about it.
Trevor should be mean about it.
I know Dad's gonna say something mean.
This is actually a compliment. I think unpleasant because in that gym battle when Ash faced Skylar, that unpleasant never gave up. Even though it was a tranquil at the time, it persevered and beat Swanna despite being low on health. And I feel like that represents you really well because you never give up.
Aw, thank you.
I'm trying to think of a Pokemon that tries to be different. I would say Ditto, but that's trying to be something else, because you do a Pokemon anime, which, it's quite, there's people who already do it, but you always try to put your own spin on it, and for that, I really respect it. You probably thought I was going to call him daft, but I'm trying to be nice.
Actually, I do have a Pokemon, and I think it actually does relate to your favourite Pokemon being Emolga, because I remember watching your content before I met you and collaborated with you. seeing your avatar Amourshipper and all of its emotions, and like, I could feel the depth that you were putting into the videos, and it kind of sold an image for yourself, even though it does wear a beanie, and obviously got their signature NC Maze on it. But yeah, I think that kind of portrayed how you were as not only as a YouTuber and, you know, Pokemon anime content creator, but also as a person. So yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for those nice answers. I was honestly expecting something like rubbish, like some of the people in the front said. But yeah, you can move on to the next question.
Awesome. I see there's one at the front here.
How do you deal with toxic people on your channel?
I've recently been trying to push away a lot of negative energy recently because, you know, negativity is something you definitely don't need in your life. So what I just simply do is if I ever receive a hateful comment or just insulting me, one of the most common insults I ever get is people just really going in about my voice. What I just do is I just block them on YouTube, or if they go to Twitter, I also block them on Twitter or mute them. I forget about it and just move along with my day because I have always positive thoughts in my mind. As always going to have positive thoughts to live a happy, fun in life. And I know that's very cheesy, but it's very true, especially when taking a look at it recently with some events that's happened in my life. So yeah.
I used to be a bit of a retaliator. I used to retaliate sometimes to the comments, but later on, I remember going back to the video and seeing all the positive comments, and that did jump over the toxic ones. Of course, you're going to get some people that disagree with your opinion, or just feel like, oh, you're going on too much, or I don't like what you're saying about this bit. But at the end of the day, you're going to be looking at, as Ben said, all the positive comments and positive people as well. And yeah, so it's one way to comment.
For me, I have quite a different approach. If someone comments something negative but it's like constructive, like criticism, then I take it on board as best as I can. But if it's just like mindless talks, like someone mindlessly being toxic, I just ignore the comment, because at the end of the day, what they want is just a response, and if you don't do it, that's really going to annoy them, and I like to annoy people, so...
Yeah, I'm kind of like Dan. I like to respond with a sarcastic thank you. Failing that, the block feature is quite useful.
Following on from that, what advice would you have for new YouTubers who want to kind of start their own YouTube channel or grow their followers?
So YouTube these days, it can be very hard to grow because of new features that have been implemented. But I feel like if you have enough passion for it, you will make it. Like, the main thing I think is consistency, because if you keep putting it out there, even if because no one starts off great, if you keep putting it out there, someone will watch, then more people will watch, they'll keep coming back, so you keep uploading, and you'll end up on a stage.
Hey!
Yeah, I agree with Dan on that one. Also, just in terms of consistency, don't bring yourself down if you feel like, oh, that video didn't do well, or oh, people really don't like this video, because there are people that will like that video. And on top of it, you just want to make sure that make content that, of course, that, you know, people will enjoy, but for yourself as well, that you would enjoy. Because if I'm honest, despite watching everyone else's content here, I watch my own content because I enjoy what I make, and I think that kind of sells it for, you know, putting your passion for being a YouTuber as well.
I couldn't agree more with what you and Dan just said, but yeah, if you just have that much fun making YouTube videos, just keep on going, and eventually you just get more growth and have a consistent schedule, just as long as it don't bring you down. If you feel like you need to take a break, and come back stronger than ever before.
I think the best advice I could give is to make videos that you would want to see as a viewer, so something that you would enjoy and you feel like there's no niche in that. So for example, I really wanted to make Pokemon videos, but there were so many Pokemon content creators out there, I was thinking, how to stand out? And I remember thinking, I like to compare certain Pokemon with one another, and I realised not many people do that, so I started doing that, and now to become kind of a niche. So I would definitely recommend doing something that you would enjoy seeing as a viewer. Something what you kind of said as well. So, yeah.
So make content that you want to see and that isn't currently being made.
Yes.
Awesome. I think we had a question. We got a question back. We also have one at the front. So I'm going to go front and then back.
Hi guys. My 9-year-old son and 13-year-old daughter run their channel and they've had moderate success, which is awesome. What advice would you give to a parent of kids that run YouTube channels to safeguard them as best you can against some of the pitfalls and the toxicity out there?
Relating back to the previous question, some people, regardless of who you are, you could be like an old person, you could be young, you could be anything. Some people are just mindlessly toxic. So, do you like manage their channel? Do you check this? Okay, yeah.
I do all the uploading and screen it first and remove comments that I don't want them to see if I can get to them first and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I was going to say. I think you're doing it right. I think if there's any just nasty comments, like just get rid of them because no child needs to see that. Well, no one needs to see it, full stop, because people, they're just going to be mean, no one knows why, but yeah, that's the best advice I can give. Just keep doing what you're doing a good job.
You want to have a bit forward? The cable is just running out.
What was your first Pokemon starter?
Ooh, what was your first Pokemon starter? Not your favourite, your first.
So my first Pokemon games were Pokemon Down and Pearl, and the starter I really admired the looks of was Piplup due to, it's because I used to watch a program called Pingu and I really liked it, so I picked Piplup because of that, and it was so adorable, and then I ended up loving it in the anime as well. And I just remember when it finally evolved into Empoleon when playing the games, that was so fulfilling to see it just grow from such a small, adorable little penguin to such a mighty, powerful.
Even though my favourite starter, it was the first starter I chose, which was Charmander, but I'm going to actually switch it up a bit. When I got my Pokemon Diamond copy, I actually chose Turtwig, because I remember watching Mariland's Mystery Dungeon gameplay, and he named his Twiggy, so I was like, oh, I like Twiggy, I want to use Twiggy in my game. And that actually eventually became one of my favourite Pokemon, Torterra, so yeah, that's about it for me.
Mine was my first starter. My first starter is also my favourite still, Chimchar, Infinite.
My first ever starter was Squirtle because I just thought Blastoise was amazing and I wanted to evolve my Squirtle as quickly as I could.
Awesome. So, any more? We've got some more questions. I think I saw one over there. I think they might have gone, but I've got a question for you in the meantime. What do you have to think? What's your favourite other YouTuber that's not Pokemon?
I was about to say...
Because you were about to say each other, weren't you?
I like watching comedy YouTubers. Currently, he doesn't upload that much, but I don't know if you guys have heard of someone called Steven Tries. Yeah, Jackmate as well. Just funny people. I've had the privilege of meeting them too. Lovely guys.
My favourite YouTuber is, well, there are actually multiple YouTubers because they all work on one channel, and it's a channel called Roundtable. What they do is they make discussions on all kinds of cartoons and anime-related shows, and their discussions, they really inspire me to make more discussions and make sure they look the best as possible as much as they do, so I really admire that. And they also make fantastic top 10s as well, which again also inspires me to make top 10s as great as them, so for Roundtable.
For me, it would be the comedy side. There's a group of university students called Victoria Sponge. They make short videos about 2 to 3 minutes long, but honestly, they're so funny, I can't explain how hilarious they are.
In terms of non-Pokemon related YouTubers, one of my favourites are LILLIE Singh, also known as Superwoman. She makes, in my opinion, the funniest kind of skits. She's quite creative and she practices kindness and teaching that message to her younger audience. But if I went probably SimGM Productions, they do comedy skits and spoofs of certain shows using The Sims too, and that's, I think, for me anyway, quite creative.
One more from me, Elle Mills. She just creates the most like creative videos and content, and it's all filmed so well, and it's just really inspiring. Like, yeah.
Awesome. I think we've got time for one more question. So we've got possibly two. We've got one, this gentleman over here again.
What's your favourite Pokemon? Your favourite Mega Evolved Pokemon?
That's a good question. I think for me, Mega Blasters. It's just really cool. It's like a tank. It has a cannon on its back. What's not to like, you know?
This is probably a really unpopular opinion. My favourite is Mega Autono because I think it's so cute. And I know that's a really bad reason to pick a Mega, but she's just adorable.
Well, my mascot is Mega Charizard X, but if I have to throw that one out the window, it would probably have to be Mega Mewtwo Y, because I remember seeing it first revealed and also featuring in the Genesect movie. But yeah, it has to be there.
Much like Ozzy, Mega or Dino. So don't worry, I'm with you on this one, Ozzy.
Awesome. We've got one more question from this little girl over here. What's your name?
What's your favourite anime? What's your favourite TV show?
So what's your favourite TV show? So it could be an anime, it could just be a TV show.
It would probably have to be Modern Family. I don't know if anybody else, the younger generation know about Modern Family, but yeah. Second place, Big Bang Theory, and yeah, that's about it for me.
So many. Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. Friends, How I Met Your Mother, sitcoms like that, just all great, you know?
This is probably really childish and old school, but my favourite is Rugrats. It's just awesome. But if I'm talking current, probably The Good Place.
Pingu! Do you think you deserve to be in the good place?
What you said?
Do you think you deserve to be in the good place?
Tough question. I'd like to think yes, but who knows, because I might unintentionally hurt people, and if I have, I'm really sorry.
Can I just add, also Doctor Who, when I see someone dressed as a Doctor, good cosplay.
I am so happy with the, it's 13th Doctor, isn't it? It's very good.
Alright, so my favourite TV show, I've seen it a lot around here actually, which really surprised me because I thought this would just be anime only, but it is a cartoon, and that is Steven Universe. So yes, John, I really love Steven Universe. What's your favourite TV show, Bo?
I'm not sure, but I have another question. Who's your favourite character in Harry Potter?
Look at the end, they're so excited to get to the end.
Unfortunately, I can't answer that one, but Rob, do you have an answer for that?
Hermione.
Basic, but Harry.
I'm a massive Potterhead, thank you for this question. I love Hermione, I think she's just the perfect character. Hermione.
Who's your favourite?
I like all of them, but Voldemort, not that much.
Right, I think we have one question just here, and then I think we're going to have to call time because you guys have got a lot of other things to do today.
Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue?
Well, that's a nice one to finish on. Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue?
Pokemon Blue, Blastoise all the way.
Pokemon Red, Charizard all the way.
Sorry, Raph, Pokemon Blue.
Oh, I know where this is going. Thanks guys.
Pokemon Blue.
What about you? What's yours?
So,
Alright, just before the panel ends, I want to remind you lot that if you're new to any of our channels or just want to talk to us in general, we'll be happy to talk to you once we come off stage. So, yeah, thank you for having us here.
no worries. So, let's give a big round of applause to them for taking part today, reviewing themselves. Awesome.